Solid day across the board for the stock market. Well, maybe not so much for the Russell. The small caps did not do so well today. The Russell went down 0.5%, but all the other indexes did well, and Palantir went up over 3.2, actually 3.3%, up 63 cents on the day. So we're going to do a quick update here on the charts, guys, break down what happened today, my thoughts, and later in the video, if we have time, we'll break down some other stocks, maybe the indexes here. So if y'all find value, smash that like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on X at Stocks Talk Stocks, link down below. And guys, don't forget to get your free money for Moomoo. The clock's ticking, the clock's ticking. Use that link down below. Once you open up your account and fund it with at least $100, you get 5 stocks right off the bat, and each of those could be valued up to $2,000. So get your stocks. We'll talk more about that later. And with that being said, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So Palantir, and again, all the indexes except for the Russell, ended up doing pretty well today. And we had the metals up as well, which I mentioned, I think, in my previous video. We had gold and silver both do very well, and now gold is almost at all-time highs, which is pretty interesting if you ask me, which we're not going to get into in this video. But we had Palantir up to almost $20 per share, up 3.3% on the day, and a lot of that green came in the morning. You guys can see, and mind you, in the pre-market, we were actually under from where we were yesterday. We almost hit under $19, right? Yeah, we hit $19, and maybe earlier in the pre-market we did get under 19. Almost did. Yeah, almost did at, at this point right here, 8:15 a.m. on the East Coast. So we held 19, and then we rocketed at market open. You guys can see if I pull up this intraday chart and zoom in, we went from pretty much 19 at open, 19.10, all the way up to about 1940 in the span of a couple of minutes. And then we came down, retested that pre-market support at $19, held it again. Then we pretty much ran for the rest of the day from that point. Straight up from 19 and 1980 in the span of a couple of hours. About 2.5 hours, we ran up a good, 4% there. Then we coasted pretty much for the rest of the day, closing at $19.71. And you guys can see here on the 5-day, 5-minute, with this move that we saw today, we are now breaking the pattern that we've been in over the course of the last couple of days, which has been, we take the lows out from the previous day, we fail to break out of the highs from the previous day. So in other words, we were downtrending for 1, 2, 3, 4 days, and now we broke out of that cycle. In other words, we're breaking out of that pattern, and in fact, we're taking the highs out from yesterday. We hit about 1945, 50-ish yesterday. We broke out of that, and we took out the highs from, momentarily at least, from the day before that, which was on Friday. That was on Black Friday. So yeah, pretty good sign here in the very short term, and obviously we're not fully breaking out. I mean, let's be honest here. On the 5-day, 5-minute, we're still under a big level of resistance at $19.80, $20. So if that starts to break, all right, maybe a little more upside from there. But at this point, we're still kind of in a wait-and-see approach, or at least that's what I'm doing, and we're at a big spot, which for me, I'd rather not force it here as a trade until we see if we could push through that point and maybe start going towards the mid-20s. And by mid-20s, I mean $20.50, which is roughly where we were back in about a week ago, 22nd of November. So maybe that's where we go next. If that were to break, maybe towards 21.50-ish is where we could be going. So keep your eyes on Palantir there in the very short term, guys, to see if we fill these gaps to the upside. One right there, again, another one right there. And if I pull the layers back a little bit more, maybe on this 20-day chart, now you guys can see we are right by a big resistance. We did break the 50 SMA, but not quite yet above the 180 SMA, which is right at 1980 pretty much. So let's see if we take that point out and maybe start pushing again 2050, 2150, like we just mentioned on the smaller time frames. And on the 4-hour chart, let me show you this. We can see, we're getting a little bit of buying above that 180 moving average, but not enough to push us past the 50 moving average here, the green line that you guys see. We're not quite yet above that. So let me set my alert right now at 19 $19.80. I'll put one there. Let me do that, $19.80. And I'll do another one at $20 per share. Let me do that now. Mark is at or above $20 per share, and we'll see where it goes from that point, guys. And I mean, look, that's a big spot. Not only is 20 bucks resistance from a couple of weeks ago, but it was also the high, as you guys probably remember, from back in the beginning of August. So that's a big spot. If we take that out, maybe momentum does take us back to the 21, 22 level. Maybe we start breaking out of that. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments here about Palantir. And let's quickly, it looks like we have some time, let's quickly run through some other names. Did you guys see GameStop? What is going on with GameStop? This thing took off today, I think yesterday as well, and now in the aftermarket, at least as of now when I'm making this video, it is up even more. Take a look, guys. It's up, let's see, to almost $15 right now, and earlier in the morning it was at $11.90, which, I mean, now we're up, what, about 25% from where we were in the morning to now after the bell. So what the heck's going on? Maybe some manipulation. Are the Wall Street bettors back? I have no idea, guys. I'm not seeing anything in terms of news or a catalyst, or maybe I'm missing something. It says options in GameStop are seeing wild volume as traders bet that the stock will rally 50% in a little over a week. All right, sounds like some Wall Street bets action there. Looks like that's according to Bloomberg, noting GameStop $20 December 8th. Call options traded 17,500 times on Tuesday, which is today. So there's some bullish activity, let's just put it that way, going on with GameStop right now, to the point where it is breaking out of the 180 moving average for the first time in a couple of months here. This is on the 4-hour chart. You guys can see we were under that gold moving average pretty much since, let's see, middle of July. So we're talking a good 4.5 months now. So yeah, this is one that's worth watching for, solely as a trade, at least in my opinion. I'm not investing in GameStop. I don't know about you guys, but I'd watch it as a trade, see what it does, see how the volume looks, the price action, all that good stuff. But right now, 13% green day on the day, and it's up even more in the aftermarket. It's up another 10% after the bell. So this thing is on fire. We had Tesla go up a good chunk today as well. TSLA is the ticker, as I'm sure you guys know. And this one up 4.5%. It's at what, 246 now? And it's up even more after the bell. And now Tesla's at the top of this channel. Is it about to explode? It might be, guys. It just might be, which is why my alert is at 255. We'll see if it does break that point. Maybe test the highs from back in mid-October, mid-September, being 265, 275 range. We'll see. My alert set, it's at 246, 5% green day today for Tesla, and it's taken out the highs from the last couple of weeks, which is good here for the bulls. Let's see if this continues. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. It's free. And guys, don't forget to get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo, each up to $2,000. Once you open up your account and fund it with at least $100, you get 5 stocks. And if you fund your account with at least $1,000 on top of those 5 stocks, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks. Again, each up to $2,000. So use that link down below. Get your stocks, guys. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you all in the next video.